Clashes have erupted between Iranian border guards and Taliban forces, officials said, with the Afghan side confirming that one of their border officers was killed and another wounded. Both sides accused the other of opening fire first during Sunday's exchange of fire. "We have one killed and one wounded. The cause of the clash is not clear yet," the police spokesperson of the southern Afghan province of Nimroz, Bahram Hakmal, said. There was a clash between the border guards of the Islamic Republic of Iran and the Taliban forces. Maysam Barazandeh, governor of Iran's Helmand County, was quoted as saying by the Fars news agency. He added that the conflict was brief and has ended.
A former U.S. official has said that Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan deserves to be nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize, citing Erdogan's efforts in brokering the Ukrainian grain export deal. Former U.S. Undersecretary of Defense Davez Zakheim penned an article, "The Triumph of Turkey's Erdogan," for the Hill News website that was published on Friday.
More deaths as floods continue to wreak havoc in Kentucky.
UN chief urges de-escalation as tensions soar over Iraqi PM nomination. Pilots at German carrier Lufthansa have voted by a margin of 97.6% in favor of industrial action, threatening further disruption during the busy summer travel season.
Madagascar authorities have been on the hunt for a gang of cattle rustlers that killed at least 32 people by setting homes on fire in a village north of Antananarivo.
Turkey's Defense Minister Hulusi Akar has discussed the latest developments on grain shipments from Ukraine in separate phone calls with Ukraine's defense and infrastructure ministers. Hundreds of Sadr supporters continue to camp at Iraqi parliament.
Sri Lanka's new president Ranil Wickremesinghe has formally invited MPs to join an all-party unity government to revive the bankrupt economy by undertaking painful reforms, his office has said. In a meeting on Saturday with the influential monks of the Temple of the Tooth in Kandy, one of Buddhism's most sacred shrines, Wickremesinghe outlined his plans.
U.S. House Speaker Pelosi confirms Asia tour, no mention of Taiwan.
Americans shouldn't care about Ukraine, U.S. conservative argues.
2 people were injured in Donetsk on Sunday as Ukrainian forces continued to bombard the capital of the Donbas Republic with anti-personnel landmines, the city's mayor, Alexei Kalemzin, has said. Russia's naval fleet will start receiving the newest Zircon hypersonic anti-ship cruise missiles in the coming months, President Vladimir Putin has said. The Russian president praised the weapon on Sunday, saying that no obstacles can stop the rockets. Britain's Prince Charles personally secured a donation of £1 million ($1.2 million) to his charity from the family of Osama bin Laden in 2013, The Times reported on Sunday. The Prince of Wales has only recently been scrutinized for taking bags of cash from the Qatari royal family. Charles brokered the payment after a private meeting with Bakr and Shafiq bin Laden at his London residence of Clarence House in October 2013, the paper's sources claimed. Bakr and Shafiq are half-brothers of Osama bin Laden, the al-Qaeda leader and 9/11 mastermind who was shot dead by U.S. Special Forces in Pakistan 2 years before the meeting. Second Commonwealth Games cycling crash causes event to be abandoned. Global coal demand could reach 8 billion tons in 2022, matching a historic high set in 2013, and further growing in 2023, the International Energy Agency (IEA) said in a coal market update report published on Thursday. Based on current economic and market trends, global coal consumption is forecast to rise by 0.7% in 2022 to 8 billion tons, assuming the Chinese economy recovers as expected in the second half of the year. This global total would match the annual record set in 2013, and coal demand is likely to increase further next year to a new all-time high, the report states. Russian rapper and businessman Timur Yunusov has purchased all Russian assets of U.S. coffee chain Starbucks in partnership with entrepreneur Anton Pinsky, he announced on his Instagram account on Saturday.
Charab, who was arrested by Iranian security forces some 2.5 years ago, made the confession during a court hearing in the Iranian capital of Tehran. He is responsible for a terrorist attack in Avaz, Khuzestan Province, southwestern Iran, on September 22, 2018. Speaking during the session, prosecutors' representative said that Sweden has turned into a safe haven for the elements of terrorist groups like PEJIC, Harakat al-Nasr and MKO. He added that Farajollah Charab is a Swedish citizen and has been receiving support from the Swedish government while he has had a red warning and has been under prosecution of international organizations.
The Islamic Republic of Iran, as one of the biggest producers and exporters of energy in the region, stands with the Lebanese people to help them, Mohammad Sadiq Fazli said in a tweet on Sunday. The deputy foreign minister for West Asia added that Tehran was prepared to host the Lebanese for negotiations on supplying their fuel demand.
In an interview with China's Phoenix TV before the presidents of Iran and China had a 60-minute phone conversation this week, Mehdi Safari said that Iran's foreign policy is based on making a balance in foreign relations. Safari firmly dismissed the speculation that a rapprochement between Iran and the West through reviving the 2015 nuclear deal could impact Tehran-Beijing relations.
Major wildfires in California and Montana grew substantially as firefighters protected remote communities on Sunday as hot, windy weather across the tinder-dry U.S. West created the potential for even more spread. The McKinney Fire was burning out of control in Northern California's Klamath National Forest as erratic lightning storms swept through the region just south of the Oregon state line, said U.S. Forest Service spokesperson Adrian Freeman.
Be aware. With the world. APN. Broadcast Service.